What's going on, guys? Andrew Piluk Hockey here, back again for another video. And as you can see by the title, we're going to be talking about Ilya Kovalchuk signing with the Montreal Canadiens. Now, there's a lot of people clowning this signing on Twitter, I've seen, because Ilya Kovalchuk apparently made it known that he wanted to sign with a contender. Now, if you look at the standings, the Habs, I believe they have like 42 points, 41 or 42 points. Actually, let me just quickly check here, but they're not exactly in the running. They're not a contender, and that's something that people, 42 points. That's something that people are already kind of questioning, like how come Kovalchuk is ending up with the Habs when, you know, he wanted to play on a team that could contend for the Stanley Cup. But I'm not just going to discount the fact that Montreal could go on a pretty good run and still be a wild card or a playoff team. Like, we're not, you know, in the thick of things where teams need to start winning now. Of course, you want to string together some wins that you're in the hunt and you're still playing, you know, at the level that could get you into a playoff spot. But Montreal could string together some wins. Some other teams could lose a few games and they could be right back into the wild card or playoff picture. Now, let's look at the details of this deal. So Kovalchuk, of course, formerly with the Los Angeles Kings, that contract did not work out. It was like a termination of the contract, but the official release says the Canadiens have agreed to terms on a 1-year, two-way deal, so technically he could end up in the AHL. The deal will pay Kovalchuk $700,000 at the NHL level and $70,000 in the AHL, so he could end up with Laval. I doubt it. I think the Montreal Canadiens want to use him as a depth winger, and hopefully he can, you know, strike hot with them and pick up some points for them. At $700,000, this is a good risk for the Montreal Canadiens to take. I mean, $700K, that's like nothing for a depth forward, especially if Kovalchuk, like I said, can pick up some points. So far this year, he has 9 points in 17 games played. The Kings aren't a very good team. He hasn't really fit in well with them. That signing was supposed to be a really good pickup for them. They thought that they were kind of retooling their team in Los Angeles when they signed him, and it just hasn't worked out. He has 12 penalty minutes, so he's got more penalty minutes than points. It's not exactly great. He's a -10. I wouldn't look too far into those stats, but Montreal needs more depth. They need guys that can go out there and get them some points. So it'll be interesting to see how he fits in with the team in the dressing room, on the ice, because like I said, like, there's a bunch of teams that are kind of in this bunch right now. If you look at the standings, where, you know, a 4 or 5 game winning streak could easily see a team right back into the wild card picture. You know, there's been teams that have underperformed, like Tampa, although they're still, you know, the Tampa Bay Lightning, they're still winning enough games that they're up there in a playoff position. But, like, they haven't been that great. Boston's kind of fell off a little bit. Look how much of a bad streak Toronto was in. Now they're just starting to win games. Any team can go on a really hot run and then they end up in a playoff position. I think Montreal still has work to do. They just boosted their defensive depth. Now they're trying to get some depth in the forward position. Of course, a lot of people figured that they'd be in on Taylor Hall. That trade didn't happen. Of course, he went to Arizona. But they still can make more moves. I think they still believe in their team. I just don't think that they're willing to give up any futures right now, any great futures to get, you know, a talent that would break the bank for them. I think that they're probably going to be interested in guys like Kreider. I think Pajot probably is going to end up being traded. I don't know what team. I don't want to, like, say anything, like, in terms of rumors, because I don't know, you know, deep into that. I just make videos, but I would imagine they're interested, and we'll have to see what else that they do. But this is a good depth move. $700,000 for Kovalchuk in the NHL, $70,000 if he gets to the AHL. I really don't think he will unless he really struggles with Montreal. I'd imagine they're going to give him every opportunity to play with skilled players to see if he can, you know, strike magic with them, and hopefully it works out. If you're new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Join the squad. Let's get to 7,000 subscribers. Yeah, I appreciate you guys as always, and make sure to check out my other videos. I'll see you in the next video or stream. Peace.